Chandler Unified didn't just fail morally, they broke the law. Schools have a legal obligation to protect students, and when 13 students came forward and reported misconduct by teachers, administrators ignored Title IX, failed to properly report under the mandatory reporting laws, and then let the teacher walk free by accepting the teacher's resignation. I want to talk to you specifically about the mandatory reporting laws and Title IX, what they mean and what schools must do. So under the mandatory reporting laws, every school employee is a mandatory reporter under ARS 133620, every single employee. And if they suspect or receive any report of abuse, they must immediately report it to law enforcement or DCS. They cannot just handle it internally or delegate it to someone else, but that's exactly what happened here and what Chandler Unified did. They never filed a proper police report. They never contacted DCS. They instead relied on the SRO internally, who never filed a report. So the SRO hearing about allegations in a meeting is not the same as filing a police report. It does not meet your obligations. Now let's talk Title IX. Title IX is a federal law that protects students from sexual harassment and abuse in education. Any school that receives federal funding must investigate and take action when there are reports of any sexual misconduct. Schools have to, number one, launch a Title IX investigation when a complaint is made. Chandler never did that. In fact, they only interviewed 5 of the 13 girls that came forward. They are then required to offer support to the victims, including counseling, class changes, accommodations, and none of those were offered, despite the fact that there were resources on campus that could have been offered to these students. And they have to ensure that the accused does not remain in a position to harm others. So the disciplinary board said that they could have had somebody else in there. They needed to provide oversight. They just didn't supervise. Title IX exists to protect students, not institutions, but Chandler Unified treated these reports as a PR problem instead of a legal obligation. This had serious consequences to the victims who suffered actual mental health injuries. Because the administrators ignored the laws, the teacher was able to go work at another school where he later assaulted an 8th grade student. The victims were silenced and received no support, and the district faced no real consequences until the victims themselves fought back. Make your voice heard, share the video, show up at Chandler Unified School District meeting, and think about attending the State Board of Education disciplinary hearing on March 24th.